Hello, hopping wing divers. I wanted to do another mission strategy. I wanted to talk about Bombs Away on DLC Pack 2, Mission 11. This mission can be very difficult unless you have an air raider with a helicopter or a fencer with dash canceling. The easiest way to do this mission is, well, pretty much the way this mission works is you're in the middle and you have air raids all around you and a bunch of enemies surrounding you the entire time coming toward the center. The easiest way to beat this mission is to get a helicopter from an air raider that you can call right away, so a Narade or a Blazart, and call that right away. Go into the air and just fly around in circles on the outside of the map and try to avoid any air raids that may hit you. The second easiest way would be to take a fencer and to dash cancel around the outside of the map and just let the air raids, for the most part, kill most of the enemies while you either attack a few of them or just survive. It's not too bad if you stay around the outside of the map. You'll kind of get an idea of how the airstrikes work, but if you see a long rectangle bar airstrike, you know that's a double. It'll shoot twice on that area, so you have to be careful. And then the circle ones, the small circle ones, are easier to dodge. But anyway, we were wanting to do a challenge, and that was 2 Rangers on hardest with limits on. And we were thinking this may have been impossible to do, but we finally figured out a way to do it, and this is how we did it. Right at the start, you want to grab the 4 sets of soldiers with you, and you want to move forward. Just move straight ahead, forward, just until you meet the first set of spiders at you. And the weapons we chose was we both have a Stampede. And I have a volcanic level 40 napalm, a volatile napalm rather, and he has a healing bomb. And so we go forward until we meet the spiders. We kind of defend and attack there, and just kill as many as we can. And then you'll notice that there'll be 2 strips of airstrikes that come in, and that's the cue to move forward. So we wait for those 2 strips and kind of defend, and then after that, then we move forward. So we're trying to get to the edge of the map. So that's what we're doing right now. We're just fighting our way to the edge of the map, trying to survive, trying not to use too many healing bombs, and also while at the same time trying to save as many of the Rangers and wing divers as we can. One good thing is there's a lot of healing items, of course, dropping here, so you have an opportunity to pick up some healing items, although you don't want to stay in the middle for too long, because after those 2 strips, long strips, just side by side of the airstrikes, there'll be a satellite blaster in the middle, and those are very hard to dodge because they are a bunch of tiny dots of satellite blasters that attack you, and it will one-shot you, it feels like, very quickly. So now we're just trying to heal up, and we're still working our way to the edge of the map, which is just literally like when you spawn and you're looking forward, just go straight forward, try to go to that edge of the map. Because the next phase is more spiders, and then 2 king spiders, which are on the opposite side of the map. That's why we're heading to this side. So now we're going to keep moving back and just fighting the spiders as they come towards us, and trying to attack the king spiders as they get nearer to us as well. But see, as you can see, we're on the edge of the map now. So now our next move is going to be heading to the right side, the right corner. So that's what we're going to be doing as we fight the king spiders. We're going to try and save at least 1 enemy before we kill the last one, because that'll start the next phase, which is a tough phase. So what we're trying to do is the reason we're on this side of the map is to get away from the king spiders that spawn. But then the reason we're going to the corner is because we want to get away from the green ants. They're going to spawn on the side we're on right now. So that's why we're going to be walking back towards the middle here soon. But the good thing about this is there's a lot of air raids that will actually attack the enemies as you move. So you can technically let, at least if you're an air raider with a helicopter or a fencer, you can let them just kill most of the enemies for you, and you just escape. It's a little bit harder with wing diver because of energy, and just because of she is slower than the fencer, so they can catch up with you. But it's still doable. But we just have. I think we have both the king spiders still alive here, and just a few more spiders left. So we're working our way to the corner, and then once they get to the edge of the map, then we start working our way back towards the middle of the map, but staying along the left side if you're looking at it from spawn. So we're just following now the left side away from the place we're just heading, because the green ants are going to spawn on that side of the map that we walked to initially. So we definitely don't want to be near the green ants when they spawn, because those are the most threat. And that's why also we have the flame napalm, because those are pretty good at slowing down the ants. And unfortunately mixed in with those greens there's going to be some gold ants too, which is another thing that Ranger struggles with. So so pretty much we made like a U shape. We went to the edge of the map, forward, and then went to the left, and then we came back to the middle of the map now, which is where we plan on being when the green ants spawn. Because we don't want to be at the far end, because if we are, then more green ants will spawn on the opposite side of the map and kill us from behind. So we're trying to stay in the middle so that we can defend in the middle. So that's the last enemy that's going to die there, and once that happens there's going to be two sets of green ants that come rushing at you. One from the front left and one from the front right. So we're going to focus on the front left side. We're going to shoot a few stampedes in that direction, and then we're going to shoot the flame on the ground to kind of stop the ants, as he's going to try and heal if we ever need healing, and also he's going to use the stampede. So as you can see, there's two sets of greens. They get to you very fast, so you don't have to worry about walking towards them at all. So we're going to try and get a few good stampede shots on them, but there's so many of them. And then once I shoot a couple times, I'm going to start shooting napalm everywhere on the ground. And actually it's a little bit safer sometimes if you need to actually stand in the napalm if they're surrounding you, because they'll walk into the fire. But we're just shooting fire, moving backwards. And once you kill enough of these green ants, there's going to be another set of green ants behind you with a gold queen and I think that's, yeah, the gold queen and a couple gold ants as well behind you, and then Hector's in front of you. So this is a very difficult part. So we survive most of the left side. Right there I did die, but he was able to revive me and heal me. And the reason you healing bomb is because you're walking always away from enemies, so you're not going to be able to go get the items too much. So now the second set's coming from the right side. We're going to try and flame those and point out any golds that we see, because those will one-shot you, of course. And then once we get a certain number of these dead, and as you can see, there's an air raid. You always have to keep an eye on the map too, because of the air raid. Because we had to move forward there, because we would have died from the air raid. I actually wound up dying again, but he's able to revive me, which is good. So obviously he was carrying me in this mission. But I have to be in the front lines because I need to have the flame so that I can. So now that we've got that, there's greens behind us and a gold queen, and then Hector is on the left side in front of us with also more green ants. So it's just a nightmare for Ranger, and then have to dodge all the air raids. So now I'm just shooting flame. I'm trying to focus on the back behind us, because we have to get to that corner to fight that gold queen and get away from the Hectors, because the Hectors are more of a threat going near them than going near the gold queen actually. So good thing about the green ants is they do rush you fast, so you can kill them quickly, or hopefully kill them quickly with the flame, and then all the while moving to the side where the gold queen spawns. So now we're on the back of the map, and we're going to start fighting this gold queen. We're going to use the stampede on her because it's pretty strong. I think it does 30,000 damage per shot, and then also just trying to strafe left and right a lot so that the Hectors don't shoot us, because they do have those rifles that shoot straight, which if you're not strafing, they will hit you, and pretty hard too. I think they hit for 3,000 out of the 4,000 health we have. So the gold queen isn't terrible to dodge necessarily, as long as she's on a level surface. If she's on an angle, then she'll shoot the acid on an angle, and then it'll be harder to dodge. But if she's shooting just vertical up and down, it's easy just to strafe left and right, even with Ranger. If you just one gold queen and it's a Ranger, you can easily kill it. You just want to keep strafing around it, stay near it, and strafe around it, and just keep firing on it. Now that the gold queen is dead, that's the majority of the threat besides the Hectors. So we're just going to kill the rest of the spiders that came with that wave with the Hectors, and then let a lot of the air raids hopefully kill most of the Hectors. and also just shooting Stampede in the direction, any directions where we can actually hit something. I would say there's only about 3 or 4 spiders left on the left side of the map, and then the rest are Hectors. So we're feeling pretty good right now, because that was the hardest part. So what we did with the formation we did right at the spawn, we moved to the very forward end of the map, then moved to the left corner, and then moved all the way down to the very back of the map on the opposite corner, and that's where we're at right now. And now we're just finishing off the spiders, letting the air raids take care of a lot of the Hectors, because it is nice that whenever there is air raids thrown, the Hectors will follow the planes and try and shoot the planes for some odd reason. So which helps us out, so we don't have to worry about them actually coming to this side of the map. Seems like they stay on the far side. And just trying to find some healing items here to heal up. We're actually pretty excited that we got this far, and definitely don't want to mess it up right now. So now I'm just going to go ahead and kill the last spider that's down here. And as you can see, most of the air raids kill a lot of the Hectors over there. So that works out for sure. I think it's definitely more dangerous to go to the Hector side than it is to the Queen side, because the Hectors will kill you pretty quickly with machine gun arms, or with the ones that shoot those pink grenades. But yeah, we wound up finishing this mission, so we were pretty excited that we got this done on with 2 Rangers. We were thinking we were going to be stuck here for a long time. But so far, Monster Camp is the one that had us just struggle the longest, and we're still trying to continue to beat the DLC with 2 Rangers. We're thinking that the toughest one's going to be probably Shivering Nexus, I think it's called, or Crimson Lotus, maybe. Or also, I think there's one other one that we were concerned about. I can't remember the name of it right now, but yeah, it's not too bad actually dodging air raids out here if you stay around the outside, especially with Fencer. So I'd say Fencer, Air Raider is probably the easiest. Air Raider takes longer because if there is one enemy, you have to wait for an air raid to kill it. But it is safer because it's easy to just. One thing though, if you do use a helicopter and circle around the map, when the Hectors come out, stay away from that side. Just strafe all the way to the one corner to the other corner on the opposite side of the Hectors, because the Hectors will shoot you down in the helicopter. So stay away from those. But other than that, same with Fencer. When the Hectors spawn and you're dash canceling around with Fencer, just stay away from the Hector side and just strafe left and right and let the air raids kill the Hectors. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much this mission, and it's not too bad when you actually go out to the air raids and just learn about dodging them and being careful around them. But yeah, thanks for watching.